This is a series where I go from an amateur in redstone to an expert. In last episode, we built a 3x3 vault door, but today we're going to be trying something similar, a 1 block wide 3x3 piston door. The problem is it actually needs to work without the entire door breaking, and we're going to try to figure it out today, maybe learning something along the way. Well then, let's begin. A 3x3 piston door. You know, 3x3 piston doors are like the bane of most people's existence, but we're gonna try building it. And like I stated in the intro, I haven't really built these, so I don't really know what I'm doing too much. However, I do have some information about the section about the center. So basically, in a 3x3 piston door, the layout is gonna look like this. Obviously, it's gonna look like this, but the hardest part for most people is this stupid little center block. So, how it works is you push this, and then you push that. And that's most of what I know. And this is what you call a hipster door because there's no, like, redstone over here. Because basically it's like a 2x1 piston door, but it's all on the bottom, which is pretty cool. So, we need to build this, which is gonna be a little tricky. So, I'm gonna bring this all the way over here. And we're just gonna try to build the hipster door. Alright, so let's bring this. Boom. Okay, so what I kinda know is that you're supposed to use like the 2x2 piston door, like, or not the double piston extender. Because basically what this does is if you hook one of these up, it's like a double piston extender. So if I just go like this, it's a double piston extender. So maybe we can start by powering this, then put repeater here, observer here, and block here. What does this do? Wait, what? Okay, hold up, wait. 1 tick. Let's see what this does. Okay. Wait, what the heck? What is happening? No. Oh my god. Okay. So, like I mentioned earlier, I think this has to push up first, then that pushes. So, we have to power this piston, and it has to be 1 wide. Alright, I have an idea. What if the input isn't here, but it's over here? So, what if this was our input? And we go like this. Let's make this a note block, and the reason why is because I want to use observers. So let's just go with, I love observer spamming, by the way. It's kind of fun. Just boom, observer. Maybe I can put a note block, observer, note block. Oh, even better. Observer, this, note block, observer, block, redstone, 4 tick, boom. What if I try this out? And if we just get a lever, nothing. That, okay, what? Wait, what is happening? What am I doing? Okay, so, we are gonna get an observer facing the other way, so we can just 1 tick this. Then, boom. Look at that. That is a pretty cool design there. And we only use 4 observers. Or technically 5, actually. So this is not that bad. We have kind of the basis. Now let's put this over here. And with the power of editing, boom. That transition should have looked really good, I think. Alright, now we just put the observer here. And there we go. There's our little hipster door. Just quickly get rid of that. You know what? Another cool transition. Boom. Man, that better look good, or else I'm gonna look real stupid. Alright, now we need to, like, make the rest of the door. So if I just do this, we have 3 of the blocks, but we also need to get all the other ones, because those are kind of important. You know what I could do? I could make, oh, that's not what I wanted. I could put a piston right here. That could work. Let's give that a shot. No, that did not work. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. What is happening? This is not supposed to happen. Okay, wait. Okay. We need to get this block. Alright, you know what? Let's just put the note block back. Boom. Oh my god. You know what? I'll just get rid of all the blocks there for now. Then, we could get... You know what we... Okay, let's put an observer. block, and then there's gonna be pistons here. Boom. So that sort of works. But now we also need to make all the other stuff work. Okay, what if we put a no block here, then that there, and then boom, 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 boom. That did not work at all. Okay. Observer, no block, observer, no. Observer, no block, observer. Okay. No block, observer, block, no block, observer, block, redstone, observer, concrete, boom. This is this. We had that same problem with the other build, and I think we solved it by doing something really stupid. But how did I... Hold up, how do I become stupid? Does this make me dumb? Actually, this could make me pretty stupid. What if I try that? And then we get an observer here, here, and then get the top piston also done. That doesn't really work. Oh, it's because that's a dot. Oh, would you look at that? That actually works perfectly. No problems. And we could actually make this like a spiral door if I'm thinking about it right now. You know what? Yeah, let's make this a spiral door. So we can just go like this. And that is almost done. That is basically a piston door if I just put a block right here. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, well, it's pretty simple fix. That should work. No, because we have the same problem. What if I just put another piston and just pray that it works? Like this. No, but wait a minute. What if... Wait, no, I don't need a piston. Wait. Oh, I just need a no block. Okay. This should work. Wait, let me fix this. Alright. World's... Oh my god. I don't know what just happened. We're just gonna pretend like everything's fine. Fix the door. Let me actually flick the button thing. Okay. It's these two. Okay, wait. I think it's something to do with this, but I'm not totally sure. Okay, what if we ignore the idea of making a spiral door and we actually just make a functional door by just making an observer chain here, block, redstone. Wait, no. Block, then redstone. Alright, there we go. Put that there, get rid of that. This should work. Brother. Why? Okay, there. Wait. Oh my god. There. Aha. It's kind of a spiral door. I didn't even mean to make it look like that. It kind of is a spiral door. Look at that. One wide spiral door on accident by Planetteer. So I just replaced that with iron blocks, and it looks pretty cool. Oh man, that is satisfying. And I just realized, I don't think we need that. I think we just press that. Wait. Oh no, we do, because that piston needs to be powered. Alright. There you go. That is very satisfying to watch. Alright, so I am going to put this door, which I just moved up because, yes, into a little showcase world for you guys. So, hopefully this transition looks good. Alright, so you're just exploring in a cave until you notice a button just sitting there. And you're like, huh? So you wander on over to it. You see a very strange, unnatural cave thing. And you're like, okay. And you press the button. And would you look at that, you're in some sort of library with a bat. I didn't mean to add the bat. And then you're like, alright, well I want to chill here, and you want to close the door, so you press the button, and it plays a little sound and closes the door. You'll be like, Planetteer, I didn't hear that. Well, you'll hear this. And would you look at that. Pretty sick door. Decently fast, not crazy. It's not like zero tick or whatever, but pretty cool. And it closes from both sides. I don't know if it's spam proof. Oh, pretty cool. Alright, bye.